Hello, my wonderful people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on your time zone or anytime you are coming across this platform, Linda's TV show. If it is your first time and you like what we are doing here, after watching this video, kindly subscribe, put on your notification bell to all notifications. In that way, you will be able to know when we upload a new video. I want to appreciate YouTube for creating this wonderful platform which we are using to disseminate information to the members of the public. At the same time, I want to put a disclaimer that here in Linda's TV show, I do not promote violence, I do not promote hate speech, I do not promote misleading information. Myself, I don't like it. We react to all forms of videos. So, I also want to remind YouTube that a call for self-determination is never a call for war.
Today in the Southeast, we are living under very serious threat. These young men who have taken over the Southeast, they have used Monday, which is a very critical day, where people need to go to market, where market women who want to go and sell their wares, which they have kept over the weekend, on Monday. Now, Monday has been classified as sit at home, and everybody is suffering it. Mr. President, insecurity anywhere is a threat to peace everywhere. So I am happy that Senator Benga Daniels has captured this situation in the Southeast as a national problem. The welfare and security of Nigerians, including the people of the Southeast, is the responsibility of government. Mr. President, a situation where you have some of these hoodlums, we have said earlier that the agitation that started in the Southeast has been taken over by unscrupulous elements. A situation where these boys will come out on the streets and dance naked, and there's no response to the mayhem that they are unleashing on the people. We must talk to our security people. You've talked about the governors.
No, you know, you wanted to give us information.
We must ensure, Mr. President, from experience, that we set up a rapid response mechanism so that we respond to some of these attacks, especially by our security agents. And Mr. President, it is also very important to say here today that a political solution to the release of the leader of the IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, should also...
Distinguished Senator Ezenwa, Distinguished Senator Ezenwa, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for the information you have given us. There's something you've done that you have not realized, and that's why they are all saying points of order. What you have not realized is that you have dovetailed into what we call prejudicial contributions. You know, there are things that are subjudice. So, but let's not go there. No, you will when we are going to go into, when we go into the prayers. Let's just hear from Senator Ndubweze, who himself is also from Imo State.
Eyes will also be crying. That is to say, what is happening in Imo, in Southeast, is affecting the whole Nigeria, captured by His Excellency Senator Benga Daniel. I think what we should look for is the solution. And that solution is what we'll advise the federal government to look into. We realize that the economy of the Southeast is going down, and it's affecting the GDP of the whole federation. You mentioned that you asked a question of what the governors have done. I'm from Imo State. It may interest you. I'm the only governor for Okigwe for 30 years now. Our own governor, I know how much he has put into the security issue. Even when you are forcing people not to obey. You're even pushing them against their own lives because these people will be killing them. And even when you are arming youths in the villages or communities, you are also training them tomorrow that they might also, when they start another thing, they use that what training you have given to them to fight the government again. So one, what we should look into, what can bring peace to the place and to Nigeria, just like we will look into the Northeast. What can bring peace? We can't be always voting money into these security issues, and it goes nowhere. Nigeria remains undeveloped. I will say, please, nobody is going into judicial issues that may be sub judice here. When we talk of political solution, give idea how political solution can be used. If the court have granted bail to somebody, our president, we can urge him to hide under that bail and use political solution and release that man. One. Two, we don't need to wait for the ministers or Minister of Foreign Affairs to have been appointed and sworn in. In absence of the Minister of Foreign Affairs, somebody has been there managing our foreign affairs. We have ambassador in Finland. We have PAMSEC in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. They should come here and brief us. They know the diplomatic situation, relationship between Nigeria and a Finnish country. How do we go about it? One, if you release Nnamdi Kanu today, that problem may go down. Two, even if it cannot go, we should look forward how to bring back that Simon Ekpa to Nigeria. Nnamdi Kanu has spoken before that he cannot kill the people he said he wants to come and save. That man should go to Nigeria. It's a major thing. He should go to Nigeria.
Let me thank Senator Ndubeze for his contribution. I think there is nobody who is opposed to this motion. So distinguished, condemn the sit-at-home in totality, as well as the nefarious activities of one Simon Ekpa, the gang leader. Those in support of prayer one say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Prayer 2. Urge the federal government of Nigeria to collaborate with the Finnish government with a view to extraditing the said Simon Ekpa for possible prosecution. Those in favor of prayer 2 say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Prayer 3. Urge the federal government to use political solution as an approach to handling the case of Nnamdi Kanu. Those in favor of prayer 3 say aye. Aye. Condemn the sit-at-home in totality, as well as the nefarious activities of one Simon Ekpa, the gang leader. Those in support of prayer 1 say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Prayer 2. Urge the federal government of Nigeria to collaborate with the Finnish government with a view to extraditing the said Simon Ekpa for possible prosecution. Those in favor of prayer 2 say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Prayer 3. Urge the federal government to use political solution as an approach to handling the case of Nnamdi Kanu. Those in favor of prayer 3 say aye. Those against say nay. Yes. Yes, point of order.
No rule on it. Mr. President, let us just remind ourselves of Order 52, sub 5 of our rules. We are an institution of rule of law. If I have your permission to read, Mr. President, I will read.
Please read.
Order 52, sub 5 says, reference shall not be made to any matter on which a judicial decision is pending in such a way as might, in the opinion of the President of the Senate, prejudice the interests of parties thereto. The interests here, the parties here, Mr. President, are the federal government of Nigeria on the one hand and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on the other hand. This matter is sub judice. I am not opposed to our adopting political approach, but it cannot be a matter for a resolution on the floor of the Senate. I so submit, sir.
Yeah, it's very instructive. We can urge the federal government to find ways to end this menace, but we cannot ask the courts to drop their case against Nnamdi Kanu and adopt a political solution. So we have not ruled on prayer 3. So your point of order is sustained.
Thank you, sir. Pursuant to my point of it is that prayer number 3 be expunged and considered as if it didn't even exist at all.
Yes, minority. Distinguished colleagues, the leader has moved a motion that prayer 3 hearing should be expunged in view of the fact that it is offensive to our rules and the matter is sub judice. And it has been seconded by the minority leader. Those who are in support of that prayer say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Prayer 3 is hereby expunged. Prayer 4, invite the Minister of Foreign Affairs, when appointed, and relevant stakeholders to carry out thorough investigation as well as bring other sponsors of the act to book. Those in support of this prayer 3 now, say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The prayer 4, which is now prayer 3, is hereby approved. The ayes have it. Now, for additional prayer, I would like to invite
the motion as passed by Senator Darlington.
Distinguished colleagues, an additional prayer has been proposed by distinguished Senator Darlington Wogocha that we should urge the federal government to, amongst other means, utilize technology in fighting this menace by tracking the culprits and bringing them to book. And that's a new prayer now. If you are saying within real time, that means that if you don't do it within a week, it's out of your prayer. I thought the idea was, you are saying that they should. You are not limiting it to. Okay, I think you want me to. You want me to say what you said? You want us to add as additional prayer that we should tell the federal government, urge the federal government, amongst other measures, to utilize technology in tracking the culprits with a view to bringing them to book. And that has been seconded by Senator Sani Musa. And you are saying within real time. I don't understand real time. Okay, so distinguished colleagues, Additional prayer from the distinguished Senator Darlington Wukucha is that we should urge the federal government and security agencies to utilize, among other measures, the use of technology. Clark, I hope you are hearing. The use of technology in tracking these criminals with a view to bringing them to book. And this has been seconded by distinguished Senator Sani Musa. Those in support of this additional prayer say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Yes, you can now go into real time.
The first prayer is I urge the Senate to observe a minute silence on those that have been unjustly killed by these criminals in the region and in every other place in the whole country, including to have a minute silence, those individuals that were killed. Real time. Number two, Mr. President, and then I am urging the federal government of Nigeria to respect the court decisions on issues that concern Nnamdi Kanu. To respect the court decisions, it's not about it. To respect the court decision as Parliament, we are.
Yes, distinguished Senator. Any seconder? No seconder. So, for clarity, distinguished Senator, if I remember, I'm right. So.
Hello, my wonderful people. As we have finished watching this interesting video, please, I want to see your comment, your contribution, your opinion in the comment section. Like I said earlier, let us do it constructively. Tell me what you think about this video that you have just watched, and also about the platform. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please remember to subscribe, put on your notification bell, share this video, and remain blessed.